Hi, there are two features that I recommend you start teaching your students right away on the first day of school when it comes to distance learning. One is how to toggle between screens. On a PC, you can do this by hitting Alt and Tab on your keyboard. When I hit Alt and Tab, you can see that it allows me to scroll through the different programs that I have open currently. I can do this over and over again, and I'm holding down the Alt button and I'm just tapping Tab, Tab, Tab. I can always get back to the desktop at any time by clicking at the right-hand side of my menu bar, which on my computer is at the top. On a Mac, in order to do the same thing, you would hit Command Tab, or the little squiggly little key next to the space bar on your Mac keyboard. The other thing that I recommend teaching your students how to do is how to dock their windows. I'm going to show you how to do this on a PC or a Chromebook. Most of our students are using Chromebooks at this point. So let's say I have a window open and I want it to be half of my screen. A great example here is if the students have Zoom running and they have gallery view in Zoom, and you also have something like Nearpod running where you want the students to be able to see what they're doing in Nearpod, but you also want them to be able to see you in Zoom. So there's a couple ways to dock the windows or create a split screen. One way is to simply drag from the toolbar. See, I can drag it all around. And if I take it over to the side of the screen, you see a little faint box appears on half the screen. If I release, it automatically docks to half the screen. I have a setting on my computer where it then asks me what window I want open on the other half of my screen. That doesn't happen on all computers. So some students will now see, as you see on mine, a display of different windows that they could dock on the other half. For some students, that wouldn't happen, so that they would have to then go to the other program and dock it that way. But I'm going to show you another way that you can dock your windows that's using a keyboard shortcut. So I'm going to hit the Windows button, which looks like four little windows. It looks like the Windows button that you see up in the upper left-hand corner here. I'm going to hit Windows and I'm going to hit the Up button. I can now have four windows open on the same screen. I'm going to hit Up again, and it now maximizes the window to the full screen. If I hit the Windows button and one of the arrow keys to the right or left or right, depending on which way my camera is currently facing, it will dock to half the screen. I can then Alt-Tab to the other window that I want and dock to the other half of the screen. So I'm going to say that again. If I have, let's just maximize these and go through those steps one last time. Let's say I have this window. I want to dock it to the right. I'm going to Alt-Tab over to the other window that I want docked. Windows left key, and I now have my windows docked side by side so I can see both things at the same time. I hope this helps.